Welcome to another episode of Trevor Talks. Today, I'm going to go over this really cool mode in the Trackman simulator. Well, I guess it's on a Trackman, but it's called Performance Mode. It's one of my favorite practice modes on the Trackman. It's flipping fantastic. So, a different type of practice. I'm going to be covering different types of practices, strokes gained, and wedging from 30 strategies with wedging from 30 to 70 yards. So, here we go. So, in this mode, this is a specific type of practice called random practice. So, what it's going to do is so right now it's giving me 31 yards, and it's going to give me, so this is the pin. This kind of gives you an overview. Okay. Now, this circle, I have it set on a 0 handicap. You can change the handicap based on maybe what your goals are or what you're trying to do. But I just have it set on a scratch, and it's saying from 31 yards, a scratch or a 0 handicap would hit it inside this circle and gain strokes. If I hit it outside this circle, I'm losing strokes to a 0 handicap. So I'm going to go through and hit some shots and talk through some different things here. So we got 31 yards. So I'll hit some and see what we can do here. So 31. I think that's going to be terrible. I think that's a terrible start, folks. Is it going to work out for me, though? Oh, man. What a deal. Then, you know what I always tell my students? If your misses are good or they're inside the circle, it's a good sign. So here we go. 44 yards. You can see that from that angle. I'm sorry about the lighting and the angle. It just is what it is. Hey, but we got pretty good audio, though, so we got that going for us. All right. 44 yards. Okay. Back left pin. I got to cover this bunker here. So to me, I'm thinking I'm going to fly this thing. I'm going to hit a pitch shot, fly at 40 yards, take that bunker out of play. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Let's see what I got. Well, 40-yard pitch shot. Is it going to go? Is it going to sit? Whew. Okay, it was a little dicey. Okay, so I just hit that thing to what? I don't know. I didn't see exactly. It moves really quickly. I hit that to, 10 feet. It might have been a little bit closer. But I gained 0.05 strokes. That's what that's saying. So I basically didn't gain anything. I didn't lose anything. I think that's an important note. Okay, 53 yards. Basically, now, same green, basically same pin, but it just changed the angle a little bit. Now this bunker is way more in play. So when you start getting more into course management, and I had a conversation today about playing higher level golf courses, you start getting into these angles, which is super important, especially in the 30 to 70 yard. So I didn't mention that. This is just all 30 to 70 yard wedges, which I consider part wedges. Pretty important part of the game. Especially, really, you could say if you're a long hitter, you're going to have a lot of these, or if you're a short hitter, you're going to be trying to get up and down on par fours for these. But longer hitters, you're going to be having these into second shots or third shots for par fives, scrambling. They're scrambling types of shots, but they're like these in between world kind of type of shots. So developing strategies and having an idea what to do here. But sorry, rambling. That's kind of what happens on Trevor Talks, by the way. If this is your first time here, it's kind of what happens on Trevor Talks. Once I get going, I just start rambling. So here we go, 53 yards. I'm pretty much hitting the same shot, but I'm going 50-yard pitch shot. Still going high. 50-yard pitch shot here. That's it. Ooh, cheeky. Okay. So that was a lot of work to gain 0.17, by the way. But here we go. 40 yards, straight away. Nothing to it. And you know what? I just hit it outside the circle. It's funny. Those, to me, these shots, they're harder. The shot before tucked over the bunker where I had no green to work with, and there's only one shot. There's only one shot to hit inside the circle. That one, we could hit 14 clubs inside the circle. You can hit your whole bag, all different heights, angles, everything, right? There's almost too many options. So like I just fell into my own trap of what I tell people all the time. Get specific with what you want to do. I was just trying to hit something out there. Dummy. All right, here we go. 68 yards. Okay. I think I can hit a full 70. I'm kind of liking the pitch shot. Like I'm gonna go feel like a little more of a pitch shot type of action. 70 yard. Oh, spin. Oh, cheeky. Cheeky. Dialed that up. Okay. Here we go. 6-7. There you go. Back pin though. See, now I'm definitely not feeling a pitch shot to this one. I'm thinking a low skipper to this back pin. I'm thinking, now realistically, I'd probably change clubs. I've been thinking 56. But once again, I'm falling into my own trap. My bag's too far away, so I'm going to hit 60. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to toss it back to the stance here. We're going to fly this thing. We're going to try to go 60. See if we can bounce it back. Skip. Missed it. I need to land it right there. So I carried it 52. Rolled out to 60. My yardages are off. I'm rusty, folks. Give me a break. Okay, here we go. 37 yards. So like tucked pin, or I mean, it's not tucked, but in the front, depending on the scenario, like there's nothing between, it's grass in between me and my ball here. I could putt this ball. Depending on conditions, to me, it's the worst when it gets soft on the front and the greens are firm. So like this is, like on some scenarios, this would be considered short-sided. So like what I try to explain to people, like, hey, it's a par 4, don't bang driver down here to a front pin. I can't like if the greens were really firm, it'd be hard to get it close to this pin. All right, that's kind of soft and like whatnot, but like talking about different angles and whatnot, like hey, if the pin was back at tons of room, sure you can bang it up here, but typically wouldn't want to have this one. Oh, sit down, spin, sit. I was talking about nonsense and not talking about what I want. Oh, it was pretty good. Pretty good miss. It felt terrible. I guess that's a good thing when it feels terrible and so close to the hole. 60 yards. Jeez. Thinking just stock 60 here, huh? Hey? Oh, gosh. I nuked it. Spin. Sit. Darn it. Just missed the green with a wedge. Oh. Okay, so there you go. I just lost almost a half of a stroke from 60 yards. But it's more than that. It's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. Not only did I not hit it inside this circle, and I lost strokes just from a strokes gain perspective, which is based on proximity, but the intrinsic value of you missing a green with a wedge is so much greater than 0.4 strokes gained. It's so much greater than that, especially for my long bombers out there. You spank a drive down there, you got a little flip wedge in, and especially like the dynamic with playing with other competitors, like you hit it way past them. Okay, you walk past them. Here's how it goes. You walk past them, they're all saying, "Hey, Trev, nice drive, nice drive." And then you're all pumped up, right? And then they stuff their 9-iron in there, about 10 feet, And then I missed the green with a wedge where I lay the sod over it. Oh my gosh. You're done. Toast. Toast. Like, I have done that too many times. Too many times. I laugh at it now. When someone says like they try and good drive me, that's what I tell myself. Oh, you're trying to good drive me? You know, watch this wedge right here. That mental fortitude. Oh, you're going to try and good drive me? No chance. Watch this wedge, dude. Stuff right in your face. 31 yards. I'm going to try and land this. I'm feeling pitch shots today, so I'm going to land this at 27. Ooh. See, those are the ones you got to take. You got to eat them up. That's just all day, all day. I'm eating those up. So now when I get to this one, yeah, this is actually pretty close to that same one I had started with. But now I'm at this. Okay, this pin's tucked. Sure. Okay, so here's part of my thing with this. There's a lot to learn from this mode. These circles. You don't have to aim at the pin to gain strokes. So you can probably barely see this from over there. But the circle comes all the way out to out here. Okay? I don't have to take on this bunker. I could aim here and take this left bunker out of play. This bunker. And I can aim out here. And if I control my distance properly, always hit it pin high, control my distance, then I can aim right, take this bunker out of play, and I can still gain strokes. Now, if we want to get closer to the hole, obviously I have to take on that bunker now. But my point of like, and this is on a 0 handicap, so like if you're someone that is struggling to break 100 and you're aiming at this pin, what are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. This concept of understanding, okay, I don't have to aim at the pin, especially on ones like this, but this is just like, this is a sucker pin. This is calling your name. I got a wedge in my hand. I aim at the pin. That's what, I'm a pin seeker with the wedge. Then you duff it in this bunker, and then you duff it in this bunker, and then you skull it over into this bunker in the desert, and now I just made triple or quad. Oh my gosh. Made a huge number, and now you're once again, it's not just the number, it's the intrinsic value of the momentum of the rest of the round. It's so much bigger than just making an 8. You're toast for the whole rest. It's so difficult to then build your momentum back after that. That's really the problem. Okay, so I'm ranting. Moral of the story, you don't have to aim at every pin. I'm going to because I want to gain strokes, and you got the skills. So let's see what I can do. 56 yards. Pitch shot. So I tried to take it on. Now watch what happens. Oh, almost 3/4 of a stroke. I mean, that was not that bad of a shot. So I carried it 62. So I missed. So okay, so there's a whole nother story too, right there. Okay, here's what I always tell people: distance over direction. I just nailed the direction. I just flew it right over the pin. I missed my yardage by, so I carried it 62. I missed it by 6 yards. I mean, it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit, realistically. That was pretty decent. I am a little rusty. But I missed the green by this far. I'm in the rough, but I'm short-sighted in the rough. Oh, good luck. Typically, short-sighted in the rough, not a great thing. Not a great place to be. And once again, with a wedge. So I just risked a lot doing that. But, you know, you do a lot for the internet here. So 56 yards, same distance here. See if I can dial it in a little bit. That's it. Oh, darn it. I was scared of that bunker. Oh, this is Never Neverland. 42 yards. Okay. Tucked over this bunker. This is a cheeky little pitch shot here. 40-yard pitch. So like, once again, like this one's kind of taking like I can't hit a bump and run. It's kind of like I have to hit a high shot here. Sure, I could aim out to the center of this green, give myself a little bit of room, not kill myself, but the better, the deeper, more advanced you get into this game, if you want to go low, you got to hit it in a circle every time, or at least average. So like this is kind of cool. So it gives you your average. So like my average so far like is 0.06. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything with this wedge. I'm not gaining any strokes. I'm not also, which I think is important, I'm also not losing strokes, which I think is an important key there. I mean, me not losing strokes is almost as important as gaining strokes. It's not killing me, but I should be gaining. So 42, 40-yard pitch shot here. Oh, go. Oh, I went for gold. Shoot. Oh, boy. Oh, rusty buckets. Here we go. 36. I need to make one of these. Oh, no way. Dude, that was so much better than that, by the way. I was looking for that thing to skip for me. Could pretty much hit the exact same shot here. Should be money. 30, yeah, 31. I'm going to land it at 23. Skip it in there. Skippity doo dah. Skippity day. My oh my. What a no. Shoot. Oh, darn it. I am one rusty son of a gun. 69 yards. Ooh, full swing. 70 yards. See what we got here. Oh, baby. Oh, no spin. Okay. So we're grooving here now. We're grooving. 46 yards. Hey. 46. Let's stand a little closer here. A little nipper in there. Land this thing about 35. Oh, it didn't read it. I think that was a tiny bit short. If I were to take a wild guess, I'm gonna try that again and hit just a little bit more. I think that's short too. Is it gonna tumble for me though? Tumble. Darn it. I have not hit those shots a whole bunch. That's my go-to. I don't know if you know. That's my little back in the stand a little close, and just give it a little right there. For those like back pins, those runners, I get them to skip. These ones, I mean, you got a little pitch shot here, 30-yard pitch shot, a little high nipper spinner, 30. You gotta hit the number. You just gotta net up and hit the number here. That's gotta go. That's gotta go, son. Skippity doo dah. Oh, in the lip. Oh, gosh. Okay. Here's another one. Here you got 35 yards. I mean, I have quite a bit of room here. I could pretty much hit that same shot where I landed at 25 and it runs out 10, but that risks this bunker. And like visually, this looks a little intimidating. Like it doesn't look like I have that much room just looking at it here, but like there's quite a bit. So I'm also a big advocate if I was playing in the real world. I would walk up over here and look over this ledge, look over and kind of just, I'd even walk over there and kind of just step on it, kind of feel what it feels like on my feet. Is it soft? Is it firm? Get a sense, but then visually like, hey, how much room do I have there? That's a sneaky one because like, and also why I like this mode because just kind of practicing hitting over stuff, hitting over bunkers, hitting over ledges, like it visually looks weird, but like I really just need to execute a 30-yard shot here. Like it's a 30-yard shot. And I didn't execute it. Did I get lucky though? Oh, I got lucky. What's the saying? Better to be lucky than good. 37 yards. I'm going to hit this same shot. I need to hit this 36-yard pitch shot I keep trying to hit. And I didn't do it again. Gosh darn it. Did I get lucky though? Oh yeah, I got lucky. Skippity doo dah. Ooh, that was a big one. Here, let's rock that same thing again. 36 yards. Oh, just count it. Lock it in. Skirt. Thank you. Just lock that one in. Okay, so, all right, so I just hit 20 of these. That's why I'm wrapping it up. So I hit 20 balls. Average is 0.05. So I hit 20 golf balls from 30 to 70 yards. I'm not gaining strokes and I'm not losing strokes. Pretty much just, I am a scratch wedge player. Hippity doo dah. Now, look what happened on those last two shots. So like those two are clearly in my wheelhouse. I don't know if you could tell. I just stuffed them both. So I gained a whole bunch of strokes on those. I also stuffed it in the bunker 3 times. And I missed, and I short-sided myself a couple of times, which were big numbers. So it evens out. But I just want to bring up, like, those were hard shots that I duffed in the bunker. But then I took advantage of the ones that, hey, like, this is a straightforward 30-yard pitch shot. We got to have that one where I'm inside the circle. And I wish we kept stats. Like, how many times was I in the circle in 20 shots? I don't know, 12? At least 12? More than half of the time I was in the circle, I'd say. Probably, maybe about half, actually. Maybe 10, 12, whatever. So 50% of the time I'm in the circle. It'd actually be fun to deep dive into that. But really love this mode. Random practice. You're not hitting the same shot twice, so you're hitting a different shot every time. You're visually getting different looks. But hey, now I got to hit over this bunker in a visually different look. You're visually getting, hey, I need to hit, drawing your circles. Hey, what is required here for me to gain strokes to this pin? They're slightly different. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but the ones that were like in the center of the green and like for 40 yards, the circle got a little smaller. Now this one's a little bit bigger. Back pin, kind of guarded by these bunkers, visually intimidating. Like, this is not a super, like, the circle is just a little bit different. Now, one note I didn't talk about necessarily, I don't know if you can see this, but this circle is off the green. So this is one of those good examples. I mean, it's a decent example. It's saying, this mode is saying, it's rewarding if you miss the green, you're on the fringe, technically miss the green. It's saying you would gain strokes versus if you hit the center of the green, you were outside the circle, you would lose strokes, which is interesting because I would usually tell you, my advice would generally be hit the center of the green. And that's correct most of the time. But I'm not a Sith Lord. I don't deal in black and white. Okay. I don't deal in absolutes. Okay. It's not 100% of the time. There are times where it's more advantageous to go at the pin and have a short chip versus a longer putt. Now, in that same vein, I'm going to say that if you hit it up here, you're screwed. Like you just saw, when I went at that tucked pin and I missed the green, I hit it in the rough. Yeah, it's saying if you hit it in the fairway or on the fringe and you have a little chip or a putt, you're gaining strokes. You're closer to the hole. But as soon as you go into the rough, you just lost half a stroke. So there's that balance there. But one more thing I wanted to show you. If I go to a 15 handicap, look at my strokes gained versus a 15 handicap here. So I'm gaining a quarter of a stroke on a 15 handicap, and look at the difference in this circle. Look what's required. You could hit it all the way over here and hit it and still gain strokes on this one. Look how ginormous this circle is. I think that's interesting. Now let's check this out. Let's see what I am versus a Tour Pro. Versus a Tour Pro, I am losing strokes. 0.06. And look at this. Look at this circle. Wowzers. So there's a whole nother lesson in there, and understanding that the precision required, there's levels to this game. And the precision required with these scoring clubs, these wedges, is unbelievably detailed. You can't hit too many of them. You need to hit more wedges. You can't hit enough. And you can always get better at it. And if you want to go on tour, you got to be really good. You can't be losing strokes. I'll tell you that much. You can't be losing strokes, especially not in here. Now, this isn't in a controlled environment, hitting off this perfect mat. There's a flat lie hitting off AstroTurf, and I'm 0.06, losing 0.06 strokes. What are we outside hitting at a different lies, downhill, uphill, hot, cold, wind? Hello, moisture? Good luck. Whole different ball game. There's just, you got to understand all of that factors in to these. I mean, really all of your ball striking, but with these, the precision required is very high. The demand is very high with these shots, and there's a lot of detail that goes into them. There's a lot of conditions that we need to factor in. And so just starting to peel back the layers and start to understand piece by piece. I think this is important in here to get kind of a baseline and have an idea of, hey, what does my ball do without those conditions? And then when I go out there, what's different? What's affecting my ball? What's affecting my swing out here? Is the temperature, the moisture in the air? Is there wind? What's happening on this downhill lie versus this uphill lie? What's happening with the ball above my feet? What's happening out of this rough? What's happening out of this Bermuda versus what's happening out of this Zorja? What's happening out of different types of grasses? And let alone the different types of shots. What's a chip shot versus a pitch shot? Both of them. What's happening in the morning versus afternoon? Into the wind, downwind. I just made birdie on the last hole versus I made triple on the last hole, which shouldn't affect you, right? One shot at a time, one hole at a time. But that's one point that I continue to reiterate of the intrinsic value and the momentum of your round. Why should your strategy change? Right? It got me to this point. If it's working, if I'm up 30 points in the game, why would I change my strategy? Why would I now play conservative all of a sudden? That's a whole nother can of worms. But performance mode, really cool. I think there's a lot to learn, and it's one of my favorite modes in Trackman. So you should come check it out at the golf clubs. Book a lesson with me. I'll show you how to use it, get you dialed in, and you can become a member at the golf clubs and use it anytime. Thanks for listening.